When we think about silence, especially in a relationship, it often brings forth a myriad of questions and emotions. The silence of a man can be puzzling. Is he lost in thought, reflecting on his life or the relationship? Or is it a sign of indifference, a lack of interest in what's happening around him? Today, we will dive deep into this complex topic, exploring the nuances of a man's silence from a woman's perspective. Silence can communicate much more than words ever could. For many women, when their partner becomes quiet, it can trigger feelings of anxiety or uncertainty. One might wonder, does his silence mean he is contemplating something profound, or is it a subtle indication that he is disengaged? This duality is what makes interpreting a man's silence so challenging. Consider a scenario where a woman shares exciting news about her promotion at work. Her partner, instead of responding enthusiastically, falls silent, staring off into space. In that moment, she may feel a rush of thoughts. Is he proud of me? Is he upset? Does he even care? This situation illustrates how silence can breed misunderstanding. Moreover, societal norms often dictate that men should be the strong, stoic figures in a relationship. This expectation can lead to men retreating into silence rather than expressing their feelings or concerns. Many men feel pressured to maintain a facade of emotional invulnerability, which can further complicate communication. What happens when a man feels overwhelmed or unsure? Instead of opening up, he may choose to withdraw, believing that silence is the safer option. However, understanding silence as a mere indicator of disengagement can be misleading. A man's silence could stem from deep contemplation. He might be processing his thoughts or reflecting on the relationship. This doesn't necessarily mean he's uninterested. It could signify that he values the relationship enough to think critically about it. Let's explore another angle. Imagine a woman who is having a tough day and needs her partner to listen. If she finds him silent or distracted while she's sharing her feelings, it can feel like he's indifferent. Yet, he might be grappling with his own challenges, making it difficult for him to be fully present. In this case, it's essential to recognize that silence can stem from personal struggles rather than a lack of concern for the relationship. Communication is vital, but it's not always easy. Men and women often communicate differently. Women might be more verbal about their emotions, while men may prefer to express themselves through actions rather than words. This disparity can lead to misunderstandings. A woman may interpret her partner's silence as apathy, while he might believe he's showing support by simply being there. So how can couples bridge this gap? It starts with open dialogue. Women can express their feelings about silence directly, explaining how it affects them. For instance, saying something like, "When you don't respond, I feel like my thoughts don't matter," can open the door for a deeper conversation. This approach encourages a man to share his perspective, allowing both partners to understand each other better. Moreover, patience plays a key role. If a man needs time to process his thoughts, allowing him that space without pressure can lead to more meaningful discussions later. It's about finding a balance between giving each other the time needed to think and fostering an environment where feelings can be shared openly. In addition, it might be useful for both partners to set aside regular times to check in with each other. These moments can help break the silence before it becomes a source of tension. Whether it's a weekly date night or a simple evening walk, dedicating time to each other can reinforce the importance of communication in the relationship. As we reflect on this topic, it's crucial to remember that silence isn't inherently negative. It can be a space for reflection, understanding, and growth. However, it's essential to recognize when silence transforms into withdrawal or disinterest. Both partners need to be aware of the emotional landscape of their relationship. In conclusion, a man's silence can be a complex interplay of thoughtfulness and potential disengagement. Understanding this duality requires patience, communication, and empathy. As we navigate our relationships, let's prioritize open dialogue and create a safe space for sharing thoughts and feelings. If you found this exploration of silence in relationships insightful, Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more engaging content on relationships and personal growth. Join us as we delve into more intriguing topics that matter to you.